She said, tell me how your thoughts on God.
There it is.
Because I'd really like to meet her.
Yeah, you're on it. You're on it.
All right.
Hot. You're heating up.
I'm thinking of 13-year-old Adam trying to get invited to parties, listening to listen to the radio. All right, that's 2. 2 for 2, baby.
All right. You know who sang that?
Silverchair?
Silverchair. Dishwalla, man.
Dishwalla.
Okay.
Precursor to...
I think I'm going to have to sing... I think I'm going to have to say... I'll just say it once without singing it.
Okay.
See if you can get it first. I'm just a bachelor. I'm looking for a partner.
Ginuwine, Pony.
Oh, good job. Wow.
I'm glad. I mean, you can still sing it, but I'm just a bachelor.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looking for a partner. I don't know if that was just like... I mean,
that was
the
video of him like at the country bar dancing like up in front of all the cowboys and stuff like that?
Yes. This song crosses all boundaries.
It does.
It should have been covered by a country singer.
Aerosmith and Lone Star. It should have been covered.
If this song came on, no matter what, if you were at a country bar and this song came on, no one would give a shit. Everyone would be like, "Oh,
yeah.
Hell yes!"
I think this is the movie or the song that should have played after 9/11 to bring America together. I mean, that's just a hot take. That's a hot take.
Well, that makes sense because this movie is often tied to 9/11 conspiracy theories. You can look at that on YouTube. Yeah. It's really weird. I don't want to really promote it, but it is out there and it's weird.
All right,
anyway,
on to
3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3, and on to sports this time. Okay. Three more questions to get that perfect.
96.
Somebody is counting on this video cassette, and it's up to you. Can you name either of the MVPs for the 1996 Major League Baseball season? So either from the National League or the American League. And I'm going to give you a hint. No, not Barry Larkin, okay?
All right.
And this is the only hint that I'm going to give you, okay?
Please do.
National League is from the Padres. American League is from the Texas Rangers.
Tony Gwynn.
No.
Ivan Rodriguez.
No. Okay, that's all right.
Wait, no. Hang on.
This is it, Adam. I can't keep giving you these gimmicks.
I know. I can't just have
We got money to think about here. That
we do. 1996.
Who was just bigger than life? A huge hulking man.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Rafael Palmeiro?
Nope. I'm going to give you one word hint for the American League for Texas Rangers. Donruss.
Juan Gonzalez?
Yeah, there it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was an MVP. Good for him.
Yeah.
Who was the national? Wait, I got to... Okay, so I got one. Who was the national?
Ken Caminiti.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that. Yeah. I mean, I know who that is, but I wouldn't have guessed it. That dumbass ever won anything. I'm coming for you, Ken Caminiti. Yeah. Come at me, bro.
He's passed away.
Oh.
So it's okay.
Sorry, rest in peace. He was a great player.
Yeah.
Great first baseman.
Third baseman.
Third baseman? All right, yeah. Loved him. Had his poster on my wall.
Yep, there it is.
And finally...
Okay, no, you still got 2 more
questions. 2
questions.
more, okay.
Yeah. Who was voted as MVP in 1996 for the NFL and is the only player to win 3 consecutive MVPs?
Joe Montana.
No.
That seems like the most obvious guess.
Oh, that is an obvious guess.
Okay.
1996.
Yeah, I guess he was...
That's Kansas City time for Joe Montana. That's
not his best years. But does the person come from his old team?
Yes.
Steve Young.
Nope.
Jerry Rice.
Nope. You get one more guess. And that's
God, I don't deserve it. So people are probably yelling at their podcast like, this dumbass. And he played for the 49ers?
No, he didn't play for the... Why do you get this 40... Why is 49ers?
Because I said Joe Montana's old team.
Oh, Joe Montana's... I thought you said did he play... Was this playing for his older original team? I thought... No, it's not the 49ers. Sorry.
No, that's all right. It doesn't help me.
That didn't crack the code.
That didn't crack the code. In fact, it makes it more widely missable. I'll give, if I don't get it on this guess, just move on. 1996, 3-time MVP. Starting in 1993, they won the MVP. 94, 95, 96, or 94, 95, 96. That would be, oh God, Barry Sanders. I don't know.
Brett Favre.
Oh, of course. The gunslinger, the penis shower.
All right. Finally, as
no
the
VHS.
13th, nope, no VHS. Still riding on that DVD copy though. As the 13th pick in the '96 NBA draft, Kobe Bryant was originally taken by what team before being traded immediately?
The Bucks. No.
Nope.
That's all right. People can still get a DVD. Who was it?
It was the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, man. That would have been a big turnaround for them.
Do you remember who they traded?
No, I was about to say, who did they... Eddie Jones?
Eddie Bones? No. It was the one and only Vlade Divac that they traded.
I get it. They probably needed a big man, but still, bad trade. Okay, well, let us know.
You got 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6 correct.
Yeah.
Email us that number 4. Say Adam got 4 right, however you want to put it. The dumbass missed 2. However you want to say it. Just let us know that you heard that, and we'll send you that sweet, sweet DVD copy of Long Kiss.
There it is.
Good night.
Thank you. And that's it for our Rewind nostalgia, trivia, flashback, talk about past, and Adam not knowing about sports.
Riding my pony.
So, let's get into it. This is why we're here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Long Kiss Goodnight currently rates 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, if you've never seen it, which, fuck you if you haven't.
Yeah, go to hell.
Yeah. Long Kiss Goodnight. Here's a little taste of what we're dealing with here. School teacher and single mother Samantha Kane, played by Geena Davis, lives an average suburban life until she begins having strange memories of unexplained violence and discovers that she has physical skills that she never imagined. Hiring private detective Mitch Hennessy, played by Samuel L. Jackson, to probe into her past, Samantha discovers that she's a well-trained government assassin who went missing after suffering a bout of amnesia, and that her former handlers want her back in their employ. So that's about what we get, and that's pretty much sums it up. I mean, besides the deep government plot here that we'll get into a little bit, but that is that they're trying to get Operation Honeymoon that they're trying to take care of, but that's pretty much the nuts and bolts of it, and it explains it pretty well. It
does. It starts off. I love this movie for all the reasons we've said thus far, but this movie is 2 different films. It's a rom-com. It's a 90s rom-com at first, and it's like the movie. It's like the movie Stepmom. It's like the movie Serendipity with Cusack and Keira Knightley. Like, it's just this. There's this goofy guy with this beautiful woman, and she is there, and it's shot. I mean, it's shot with the same tone, and then it takes this deep switch. And so in the opening thing, we get her. She's somehow Mrs. Claus. I would have liked to have seen why that was the case, but we get to see her just being a housewife when we first see her, and being this strong single mother who is aware of her amnesia. There's a narration over the first couple minutes where you get to sort of find out about her backstory. She's like, I was born 8 years ago, which is basically when they found her. And I think the first 15 minutes are just so satisfying for the turn, you know?
Oh, definitely, yeah. And like I mentioned up top, it's they fire hose you really with the kind of, this is her life real quick. And they don't, I don't want to say sugarcoat it, that's not the right word, but they don't take their time with it. It's immediately like just playing all these up, kind of tropes of she's in a parade, she goes to the PTA meeting, she goes to the holiday Christmas parties, her boyfriend's making all these funny jokes about I'm not a liar, I'm not a smoker, but I don't cuss, where's my fucking cigarettes at, kind of thing. It's that's a great joke.
It's great setting up the idea of what is a weird situation for action to happen. And since it's Shane Black, it's Christmas, it's in the suburbs, it's now, and we get to see her as Mrs. Claus, which ends up being how she is identified, because she's on television and local news, and this guy that she has a beef with sees it and is coming after her.
Yeah. So One-Eyed Jack, and then let's get to kind of the turn a little bit. Not where she turns into Charlie Baltimore, but of course, during this time, after a holiday party that she's at, she is in a drunken crash with a older gentleman who.
And we've all been there. We've all been at a.
Yeah.
We've all been at a Christmas party where there's a drunk old man who doesn't understand boundaries and is really weird and creepy.
And you have to drive him home because apparently he's not with wife at the time.
Yeah, and I guess she was the only sober one because the husband had been drinking as well.
Yeah.
Everything seemed hunky-dory. She's driving him home. She's laughing at his jokes. Then he grabs her boob like a perv, and she tries to deal with that and sees a deer in the road and hits it. And like Tommy Boy, this deer is still alive in the window and is like hoofing him. Just hoofing him in the face.
It's horrible. It's bad.
It is terrifying.
It is.
So she wrecks, and she's thrown from the car, and there's blood everywhere. You see the deer's carcass. The deer's still alive. It's and also, side note, the creepy dude, burns alive in the car.
Fucking finished him, man. Just crispy.
Yeah. I mean, and he's like... It cuts to him before it cuts to her, and he's just like, oh, and his head's busted open. And we cut back to the car 5 minutes later, and it's just up in flames.
Yeah, it's just,
And it's never touched upon again.
Never,
I guess because he deserved it.
Yeah, I think he did. I think the moral of Long Kiss Goodnight, don't touch boobs when you're not supposed to unless you get consent. And
that's a great message, Marcus.
Yeah. And so, like Adam was saying, she's in shock. We don't know if she's in shock, but it's kind of playing to both. She's in shock from the crash, but then she's also kind of getting these flashbacks of Charlie Baltimore, her previous life. She sees the deer. She sees it suffering. She ends that shit quick, and she just snaps.
Breaks does what needs to be done.
It does.
And turns out she has a history and quite a future in breaking necks, because she breaks necks throughout this movie.
There's some good neck breaking going on.
I like this. It's just such a subtle thing to where she's not. As an audience, you're still not sure exactly. You know what's going to happen because you've seen the trailer, but you're kind of like, oh, what? Because it's not like, oh, I'm Charlie. It's like she drops into this instinctual thing to nothing hurts her. She's walking through freezing water. She's barefoot, and she just walks over this deer and breaks its neck.
Yeah, life goes on. And then we see her just chopping carrots. After the hospital, she's back at it with her family. Chopping carrots, she goes a little faster. Very memorable scene if you've seen the movie too. Mm-hmm. She starts kind of getting this hint of what she used to do, and she thinks she's a chef.
She thinks she's a chef because she's so good with a knife. She's Casey Ryback. I mean, that's what the scene.
She is Casey Ryback with a knife. Yeah. And we get some good Full House-ish kind of comedy.
Yes, this is the rom-com thing.
Yeah, families tossing vegetables. Cut this.
Because they're all so happy that her memory's slowly coming back, and so the goofy husband, the daughter, they're just thrilled that she's like, I'm a chef. This is what chefs do.
Thank God it's not a non-violent past that you had, and it's just a chef.
Thank God you just worked at a Chili's.
Yeah, man. And we get the knife toss, the tomato through the cabinet door, and bam, things get awkward. And so like Adam was saying, One-Eyed Jack sees her in the prison, he's watching TV, the locked up TV in the prison, and sees her in the parade.
Just he gets to watch, and no one else.
Just he gets his TV time.
He could be a bad dude.
He escapes from that castle-like prison in New Jersey.
Yeah, what a wild prison that was.
That thing is just... all of a sudden, that's kind of a moat or something.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could make a movie where he's actually in the past. Mm-hmm. He's somehow, other than that TV, it's like he's in 17th century Scotland.
Yeah. Great stuff.
So we get to, that's kind of that's kind of our introduction to her and her story. We then get a fun introduction to her co-star, Mitch Hennessy, played by Samuel L. Jackson. He's doing this thing where he is a private investigator, but he's basically, people are paying him to private investigate, but then he also, what am I thinking of? Blackmails the people that he is investigating.
He's a sham man, a con man. I guess is that? I wouldn't say con man, but he's just having to get money where he can. He's got to pay for dinner somehow. It's,
every single person in the opening scene where you first meet Samuel L. Jackson's character, Mitch Hennessy, he's basically doing a sting, and the guy that he's blackmailing is a cop in so many other movies. He's a sidekick in Demolition Man. I mean, what's the movie I'm thinking? Cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
So I guess he's a Rennie Harlan favorite. But every single person in that scene has played a cop in a movie.